Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and grab him by the pussy.
Thanks.
Okay, so what's basically the thing? I'm gonna say, okay, alright, here I am. My name is Philip, and I'm on the show here, and
So it's really obvious that you're shorter than I am.
yeah.
So this is the show.
Alright.
This is the show.
Feels good, man.
Feeling nervous? Extremely. I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Philip. Nice to
And
meet you.
we are the blank.
Alright.
We don't have a name yet.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, we're blank.
We're just
Yeah.
blank. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from? What do you do? All that crap.
Alright, sure. My name is Philip. I come from Gothenburg, Sweden. I live here in Lund right now, together with my friend Chris. I'm a law student here at the University of Lund.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Chris. I'm American. I'm his roommate. I study media communication also at Lund, and I live just on the other side of this drywall. This drywall. He knows my business. We both talk about a lot of stuff. But since it's our first episode, for you, the Danes of the world, we're going to talk about our favorite human being on the earth, Donald Trump. So Sweden. You know, America's really known for movies around the world, invading countries, making people fat, income inequality, all the fun stuff. Would you expect Sweden to ever go up on the stage of the UN General Assembly and be like, we're gonna invade fucking Finland tomorrow? Tell us about the Swedes.
Well, no, I guess not. And I think part of the reason is because we had peace for so long time. I think our last war was 1810 or something, so we waited both of the world wars and kept our so-called neutrality. And I think that people in Sweden, it's in our culture, if you will, that we have gotten used to the idea that Sweden is kind of like the friendly guy that nobody would ever do anything to, and we would never really do anything to anybody. It's like inherent in our culture, or whatever.
From what you told me, you weren't in World War I, you weren't in World War II. Let's not comment about that for a second. Sorry, Denmark. I just wanted to say, because I live here, that's okay for me at the moment. Let's move on to the next issue. Trump. What do we say as people living in Sweden in response to the coronation of the next emperor of the earth?
At first, I thought that it was good that he wasn't so hawkish on Russia and was kind of more soft on them. But on the other hand, of course, you want somebody who stands up for the NATO countries, which Sweden isn't in, and who's not afraid to
Wait,
defend.
why?
What?
Why is Sweden not in the NATO countries?
Basically, I think we had peace for so long time, and mainly it has to do with the Second World War. And of course, there's a lot of different arguments for and against this. One thing that you could make from the other side is, of course, that you don't want to piss off Russia or Putin.
Oh.
Why should we have to think like that? I don't know. Pros and cons. I guess there are both, but yeah.
This is funny. I feel like now is the golden era of kissing Vladimir Putin's ass. I think on one hand we shouldn't hate on Russia by default. Yes, their government is authoritarian. Yes, there's a horrible treatment of minorities and people who are just otherized in their society.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right, they are carrying a heavy load in Syria. And, and the Syrian refugee crisis, I don't know how you feel about it, but what do you think?
No, yeah, of course, it's horrible. I heard that Trump...
That sound fucking... Keep going.
I heard actually that officials from the Trump transition team or whatever had gotten invited to the Syrian peace talks, where John Kerry and Obama, they never really got into that whole kind of thing. They were just standing outside. I don't know who's going there, if Tillerson is going or who's going there, but as Tillerson once said, no.
Inside joke.
Yeah, inside joke. That's kind of an inside joke. But anyway, I think that could possibly be good. Get some American officials into the peace talks and stuff. I think it could be quite a positive thing, actually.
It's funny how America, we have to always be involved. Do you have a very positive view of the American people?
Yeah, I do. I've been to America a couple of times, and I think in general, I would say that it's a very friendly culture. People are open, they talk to you, and I think basically...
Keep going.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And of course there are aspects of the American society I'm not so crazy about.
Like what?
Yeah, like the religious thing, for example.
Okay.
I'm not so crazy about that. I mean, I think I was listening just the other day to the confirmation hearing in the Senate of Trump's education secretary pick. I don't remember her name, but anyway, she was...
Davos?
Davos, yeah, sure. One Democratic senator who was questioning her, he pointed out it's in the Constitution that I think it was like something, no federal money is supposed to go to religious schools or whatever.
Right.
Which I think is a very good principle, because if you're gonna have a multicultural country which is accepting, and also if you're going to have a competitive country that's focusing on science and stuff like that, you really can't have people teaching creationism or even intelligent design in a public school. And I think no matter if it's a private school or a charter school, I think no money should go to that kind of thing. So they could do better.
Well, since we're talking to, I of course, am a progressive, right? I supported Bernie Sanders because it wasn't my style. So we're gonna have a lot of common ground on this. So for example, here's a graph. Ding! Because we can put a graph on this wall. And the graph says this woman has substantial financial vested interests with the private sector.
Yes.
And you can see that. Let's just say my hand, if it's here, let's say it's supposed to be there or wherever the fuck, because I don't have a monitor. Anyway, I listened to her speech as well this morning with Al Franken, the guy who was on Saturday Night Live, grilling her.
And he didn't get the second round of questions.
And the Republicans, they don't give a fuck because they're going to want to just streamline everyone who will do the bidding of their party. They don't care about giving the Democrats a second chance. I mean, they don't care about the Democrats at all. This is the point. Trump's appointments, to give it back to the Scandinavian perspective, are they going to help or harm Scandinavian relations?
Help or harm Scandinavian relations?
Trump's appointments.
Trump's appointments. I listened to the hearings on, I think, the most important ones, like the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, Education, and who else is important?
Housing and urban
Urban Development, Ben Carson, yeah, the neurosurgeon, and
token black guy to the rescue. Of course, the energy secretary, Rick Perry, the genius.
Oh, and Pompeo, of course,
yes.
The CIA director. For starters, Tillerson, I got a lot of faith in him, actually. I think he to me, he seemed good. One thing we're going to swallow a lot of, I listened to 2 or 3 hours of his hearing. I was very impressed, I gotta say. I think he was a really, really smart guy. The thing, though, is what's his agenda? Of course, he has a lot of private interest in Russia, a lot of big business deals with Russia.
No big deal there.
So that's a big conflict of interest. I mean, is he not going to be hard enough on Russia? That's one of the concerns for me. If something happens, if Russia suddenly decides to invade the Baltic countries or whatever, what's he going to do? I guess we just gotta balance the thing that he's very competent, he's very smart, he has a lot of experience, with the fact that maybe he has some private interest, and I think for me it might weigh up, because I think it's very good to get somebody that's not dealt with politics their entire life, to have an outsider perspective. He's been a businessman instead, which I respect, and I think is good. And on the other appointment, Jeff Sessions.
Sounds like an R&B producer.
I hear he was a racist, but I don't really know. Yeah, they sentenced someone from the Klan to the death penalty.
First of all, here's a picture of Rex Tillerson as a superhero villain. And second of all, I just wanted to stress something very important. And now that we live in the post-truth, post-Brexit, current Trump era, I don't think we hate on people from the South. I like the South, I like Texas.
Like the South of America.
The global South and that. Yeah, I got nothing against people with the word South attached. Southern. It's important that people who are progressive are clear, that we don't hate on people who have different ideologies, but we just hate on stupidity. That's important to say.
Of course, yeah.
In America, we just don't have the cultural institutions like the free health care. Well, we do if you're poor. We don't have free education.
That is over again.
That's a different story.
Actually advocated.
We have a lot of different values and a lot of bullshit traditions, which I would say are claims to be our values, which aren't really our values. We just don't have the political capacity to get through the Congress and the executive. That's a different story. Let's say you're someone from Denmark watching this program, right?
Okay, yeah.
Denmark has a very conservative government in power, right?
I mean, according to Scandinavian standards or European standards.
Well, what does that mean?
But I mean, I guess according to American standards. I mean, I don't know so much about the Danish government. I'm just guessing here,
Well, if you had a message for the people of Denmark, what would you say?
To the people of Denmark?
Yeah.
I mean,
Grab them by the pussy.
Thanks.
About what really? About
anything.
About anything?
Do they suck?
About
Do they suck? 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 Do they suck?
I don't think so. Denmark is a great country. I always keep telling myself I gotta go to Copenhagen.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's one thing I gotta really shape up on, you know, go to
Yeah.
Copenhagen more often, like hang out there. I hear it's a great city. I only been there mostly for catching flights. I think I was there one time or something when I was a kid, just like walking around you over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There are massive audience.
Exactly, yeah.
Our followers, all 10 zillion of them.
Yeah.
Because the battery's gonna die soon.
Okay, yeah,
let's
sure.
do two things.
Okay.
First one, show us the list. The people are gonna play Donald Trump's inauguration.
Oh.
Let's point that out to the public.
Green girls?
The Dream Girls. Okay, that's one.
No?
I think we have to stand this close together most of the time, like
Okay.
an old school photo with the pitchfork and the old woman. I know the B Street Band pulled out, Bruce Springsteen cover band.
They pulled out?
Yeah, they did.
Toby Keith?
Oh, okay.
Toby Keith?
What was this big hit? Put a boot in your ass. Next.
Yeah. John Voight?
John Voight, Easy Rider, right?
Maybe he was.
And the movie where he plays a psychopath.
Really? I always know Family Guy keeps
he's
making
fucking
jokes
overrated.
about him, but I don't know him at all. Jackie Evan?
Evanston.
Evanston? Yeah. Okay, 3 Doors Down. Knows a lot of bands.
I have that record.
Radio City Rockets.
Yeah, all one of them. You know, the one that Trump is blackmailing. I'm not saying that. I'm just suggesting that. Anyway.
Sam Moore.
Okay, I don't know.
Lee Greenwood.
Beats the hell out of me.
The frontman of country.
Who gives a shit? Okay. For me, that was Johnny Cash.
And the piano guys. Some guys playing piano.
Sounds just like their station in life.
Okay, yeah. DJ Rabbit Drops.
Who gives a fuck?
Marching bands and more marching bands. Not Jennifer Holiday.
Yeah.
She backed out. She backed out. Yeah.
Okay, source the material so we're not being dicks.
Alright, CTV News.
Okay, so this is from Canada. So thanks, Canada. You know, it's America's hat. Not
All right.
right. We love you. Second of all, Rick and Morty. While there's still battery in the camera.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Rick and Morty.
20 seconds. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Alright, so I'm gonna convince you to try to watch Rick and Morty. It's the craziest show you've ever seen. It's the most fucked up show you've ever seen. It's like basically South Park.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Just watch it. Go watch it. Crazy, 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 crazy.
Should we put some elements of our program
Into this? I think so. I think that's a really good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So, should we say something nice to the Danish people so that they don't hate us and they watch us again?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Denmark, in unison.
Alright, okay.
Like, thank you, Denmark. 1, 2, into the camera. Thank you, Denmark.
Great.
Good day.
Grab him by the pussy.
Thanks.